Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, elephants and zebras, gypsies and the she. Trying to get this light, so I don't know, that's still not good. Anyway, sorry, I'm hurting folks. Anyway, sorry I can't get the camera at a better angle right now, but that's just the way it is. So, for my sister, you wanted, you like my cooking recipes, okay. I can't, turn my neck I can't turn my head all the way around. So, anyway, so, this is a pretty simple Tex-Mex kind of thing. I don't have a plate. I should have a plate with it in my hand, but I cooked, and I came over here to rest, and decided to make a video. Okay, for my sister, what is a roach clip? Oops, there goes a... Okay, you see that? I just found this. I don't know. Okay, when you have a joint, okay, J-O-I-N-T. When you have a joint, I don't roll, I use a pipe, but when you have a joint and it's down to a roach, when it's like really, really short, you get one of these and you clip on just a little bit of the joint, and then you get it close to your mouth so you can smoke it without burning your fingers. But now what we used to do was, when we were done with a joint, you'd put it out and you swallow it. That way you're getting all of it into your system. I don't know if it really helps any, but that's what we used to do. But yeah, you could actually, I could use these for holding my eyeglasses on. If I just hang them off, just take them off and hang them right here. So that's what a roach clip is. Oh. Okay, so tonight's dinner. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's the meat part of it, and you can use any sort of ground meat. We had beef, so I didn't know we even had any more ground meat, but we do. We did. I don't know if I may not have any now. Take the ground beef. Again, you can use any ground meat. Put it in the frying pan. You don't want to cook it too high or too low. I usually do it at 3 or 4 but that depends on your stove or your oven. I mean your stove. Yeah, your stove. Sorry. Because it's best to cook slow, but not too slow, and not too fast. So, the only things in the meat: garlic salt, garlic powder, and pepper. That was it. Just regular old black pepper that you have on the dining table. One pan has refried beans in it. And that's just a can of refried beans. They're not refried beans that I made. I just don't feel like it, and I mean, physically I can't do it right now. It'd be too much work. But these are refried beans from a can. I put them in a small pan and heated them up. Again, at about a 3 on the little knob. I think all I added was olive oil. No, I probably added some garlic powder to it. I usually don't add salt, or I add very little salt to processed foods because it already has a lot of salt in it, so there's really no point in adding more to it. I don't know if I knew the person, but it was an acquaintance of mine. He would sit there with a shaker of salt, and he'd just shake it for like 10 minutes. Like all he was eating was salt. What? Yeah. And nobody ever said anything to him. I should have. Said, hey man, all that salt's not good for you. Anyway, so second, the tortillas. Oh, jeez. I closed that out. So anyway, for tortillas are really simple. Baking powder, which is an option, it's not required. Water, flour, and a little salt. Take the water, the flour, the little salt. Oh, you need oil. Different recipes call for different things. This one, I used olive oil, and we don't have much left. But you can use shortening, you can use lard, you can use vegetable oil, you can use butter. I've used all these things. And frankly, they work just fine. I've never been too disappointed. I mean, they're tortillas. I mean, come on, they're not that difficult. So anyway, you take a tortilla, put some refried beans on it, put some of the beef mixture on top of that, and then you just roll it up. It's a soft taco. That's all it is, soft taco. I did not add any chili powder, any cubano, any cayenne. I didn't add any of those things to this. And I haven't tasted it yet, so I can't give you my opinion of it, because, I can't do that till I eat it. But that's a really quick and simple meal. Well, this is down and dirty west side of San Antonio when you've been out of work for a week. It's this kind of meal. So you can go through that. As for shirts, yeah, I love camo. As you may know, our house is in the middle of the wilderness. It takes about 3 days to walk out of here just to get to our car. So 3 or 4 days to walk to our car, and then another couple of days till we get to a paved road, and then another couple of hours before we get to a main road, and then maybe another hour and a half till we get to a highway. And if you believe that, I hope you don't believe that, but since we do live in the wilderness, all I do is I wear camo all the time. And by wearing camo, when I go out to go somewhere, I disappear. I vanish. You can't see me. See, if I put this on right now, see, you can't see this shirt. This shirt is camouflage, so you can't see it. So if I'm wearing it, I become camouflaged.
You better eat something when you go to bed.
I know. So, was there something else I was going to say? Oh, I found out what college I can go to and graduate, even though I can't spell worth a damn or do much of anything else. What?
I said, what?
Are you talking to me or the TV?
No.
Oh. The Evergreen State College in, I think, Washington or Oregon. It turns out you don't have to be able to spell there. Turns out you don't have to be able to do much of anything. As long as you go to class and you don't piss off the far left Marxist teachers, professors, they'll graduate you. They'll let you graduate. They'll give you a degree. That is giving someone a degree. That is not earning a degree, which is the very reason I left college, because there was no way I was going to legitimately earn my degree. And back then, especially in Texas, could I have conned my way through Maybe, but probably not. I'd say a 95% chance there was no way I was going to do that. A 5% chance if I went to the right school, dealt with the right people, etc., and I was civil about it, I probably could have found a way to graduate. But then again, that would have been giving me a degree, not earning a degree. Because believe me, I don't deserve a degree because I don't have the ability to earn one. And so it turns out Evergreen State, I can go there and get a degree. Why should I bother even going to the classes? Oh, that's right. Indoctrination. That's why you go to the classes. So, anyway, so that's a meal. And when I touch this, all I have to do is touch this, and you can't see me anymore because I'm camouflaged. So the meal, the camo, Evergreen State. I will provide you a link to. It's an hour-long presentation by a graduate of Evergreen State who calls himself a liberal, but to me he's not a liberal. I mean, not in the modern sense, maybe in the classical sense, but I don't see him as a liberal in the modern sense. Many people, in my opinion, today, like Brett Weinstein, I don't remember how to say his last name. He's far more libertarian than left. There's so many people like that even conservatives that actually tend to be libertarian, at least in their ideas. So, I mean, the things they believe in, the things they talk about and how they talk about them, they're very libertarian. Yet they call themselves conservatives. Their members are supporters of the Republican Party, etc. Some of my beliefs are conservative. Some of my beliefs are left. I'm a libertarian, and basically, you know what it means to me to be a libertarian is leave me alone. Don't do me any harm. I'm not going to do you no harm. I mean, unless you assault me or something, then yeah, I'm going to defend myself the best I can. But just let people be. Unless they're, of course, doing harm to people. Then you step in and you have to do something. Anyway, well, I tell you what, that warmed this kitchen up, cooking. So I don't think I have anything else to say. It's been like 2+ weeks since I made a video, so I've made, 2 or 3 today. Yeah, my back. I thought I hope the surgery would help that, but it's not doing it. But who knows why. Okay, everybody, have a good night.